Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to BandLab Plus Coffee. It's time to wake up, wind up, and queue up with another excellent track. Today we've got No Time to Waste by Chris over on BandLab. So without further ado, to the lab!
Let the music unlock your heart. It's time to collaborate. You're part of the family.
Time to wake up, wind up, and queue up with another excellent BandLab track. No Time to Waste by Chris80 at CHRIS80 from New Brunswick, New Jersey, USA. Repping 100 followers. Congratulations, Chris. And their song No Time to Waste, 11 plays, 4 likes. We're going to give it one of our own. I just have a feeling. I have a feeling it's going to be good. Here we go. Ooh.
When the darkness rises,
Oh, wow. Great job.
there's no way to escape. I want you to be my fire. I have no time to wait.
What a vibe. This guitar is carrying the greatest vibe here.
No time to wait.
Ooh, and that vocal being panned everywhere. It's covering our whole audio spectrum. Sound like strings in the background. Oh, I dig this change. This musical change. Ooh. Man, this is like, ooh. This is like the best friend of the hero, wondering how they can help the hero in their moment of need. I don't know if I'll ever be strong enough. I wish I could help him somehow. But how could I help? This real contemplative journey. How can I help? Super introspective. That was a really great simple swell. I like that. Yep. Yes. No time to waste. And Chris, you certainly did not waste any of our time. 2 minutes and 41 seconds. The perfect length for a track like this. It's ambient, contemplative, incredibly introspective as far as how we view things and how the music makes me personally feel. 2 things I love and 1 thing I want more of. First and foremost, these female vocals on this track really fit the vibe. This was an excellent choice. It could have been a lot of different things and it could have gone a lot of different ways. And I think this particular female vocalist or these particular vocals that you chose really execute well in this situation. They give us, I'm not sure exactly how to put it other than there is something about this tone of female vocal, almost the same way that Amy Lee in Evanescence creates a soundscape for us to get lost in. This tone of female vocal fits with this tone of guitar and the sense that we're kind of sprinkled in the background as the music went along. It had the right amount of parts The song gave us some arrangement changes throughout that made it so we weren't listening to the same thing over and over again. But right here, when it goes from this space to the next space and we get more of that ooze, more of those ooze rather, this is where the female vocal shines the most for me. Yes. And it was the right call to bring those oohs up front with the vocal to make them a focal point at that moment. Loved it. The second thing I loved was the guitar that carried us through the track. It changed a couple of times, but I believe, let's see here. Doom, doo, doom. There it is. Almost the Killers and Brightside.
There's no way to escape.
It's the guitar that could be a lullaby, but could also be a silent scene panning through a home that's old. I mean, this kind of plucking on the guitar, on an acoustic guitar, does so much for so many different scenarios and situations that when you mix it with this really crispy female vocal, it gives us the introspection that I was talking about. The guitar does a lot. The vocal gives a presence that actually sort of steers the mood towards something less calm and a little more needy, a little more emotionally needy. Like there's some tension in it, as I was saying in the 2/3 of the way through the song. The best friend trying to help the hero in the hero's moment of need. But how? How can I help? And I think those two things go together really well. The one thing I want more of, other than I think you should really utilize BandLab's free mastering software to master this, make it louder, right? Loud is perceived as better in most cases as long as it's not clipping. But the one thing I want more of is I think I want more of a strings presence. We heard it briefly in the track when some strings came in for a moment. I believe it was really in the background, unless I'm wrong, but I think I heard it. I would really love a bed of strings underneath, maybe not the whole track, but most of it, except for the parts where you drop out most of the instruments and it's just the female vocal and the acoustic strum. But I really would love to hear strings in this track, and not just any strings, but a bed of strings for the song to lie on, right? To make us comfortable and give us the emotional swell that it's already doing, but amplified 100-fold, because strings, that's what they're designed to do. So great job on the track, Chris, with no time to waste. Everyone, make sure you head on over to BandLab and follow at Chris80. Already with 100 followers. Next up, 500 and then 1,000. You got this. And then in the meantime, don't forget to follow DJTATIOUS on YouTube, BandLab, or wherever you choose to consume your social media. Thank you so much for enjoying your coffee with me, and we will see you next week.